Hello guys, welcome to ZTV26. And does social media influence your decision making? This particular video on your screen made me make a decision that I regretted. I was scrolling on my socials and that particular video popped on my page. And since I was on vacation, I was searching places to visit at the Kenyan coast. I was already at the Kenyan coast. So that particular day, I had cancelled what I had initially planned for the day. So I decided, why not? I was on my socials, then that particular video popped. And I loved it because it is so calm. It shows, floating bridges. And I've cut it. Some part of it had shown several other activities at a certain location in Watamu. So I decided, why not? I'm already in the Uber. As you can see, I requested for a ride, and yeah, here we go. So I had so high expectations of the place because I had seen it online, and this is how the view from inside the car. This is the view from inside the car. It was amazing. And the coconut trees enhance the coastline vibe, and being an early morning because it was at 8 a.m. It is traffic friendly. The place is not as crowded. The road is not we don't have traffic jam. And yeah, the Uber driver was also a very, very, social person, a very good driver, a very good guy. He acted as our guide too, because he explained he gave us the names of places. He told us, history of the place and all that. Yeah, so this is the road from heading to Watamu from Malindi. Yeah, it is so nice. It was calm. So this particular day, you see, I didn't get into ask people their experiences of Watamu and all that, but I mean that particular location in Watamu. So I was just guided. I was influenced by that particular video. Yeah, that's my G. We were having some good vibe there, high expectations. We knew that we were going to have fun that day. But things turned out differently. Oh my God. What I saw on social media was totally different from what I found like in reality, the place in reality. I don't know why. Oh, could it be because it was during a rainy season? Because when we got there, the water, the ocean water, the sea was bursting, There was water near the entrance. So you could not even walk towards that particular place. We are at Watamu. We got at Watamu. And I told you the Uber guy was a good person. So he stopped, we grabbed a snack, and then we continued with our journey. I gave him a 5-star. Is it 5 or 3? Which is the highest rank? I don't remember, but I gave him the highest rank, the highest rating, sorry. Yeah, so we got there, and just after the entrance, that's where the waters are. There's water. The sea was bursting. Remember, it was during a rainy season. And oh my God. I took my phone and started looking at the video that I had got. And, it was totally different from everywhere. Like, there was water surrounding the place. And the place was also deserted. There were very few people at the entrance. And they seemed, they were just seated there. They didn't talk to us. And what we just decided to take a U-turn, and then now the driver advised me on maybe some other place. We just decided to go somewhere else, which I'll share in another video. But it was so disappointing, If you're an online shopper and you do online shopping, you can attest to the feeling when you order something you saw online, and when you find together, you get to receive that product, and then you find it's totally different from what you saw online. Oh my God, I've even seen on social media people do a challenge on what I ordered versus what I got. And it is really heartbreaking because you see something nice online, a product and all that, especially clothes. Personally, I don't have such experience. I've never ordered and gotten it wrong. But I've seen people complaining. I've had friends complaining how someone ordered something they felt was so sassy, elegant, and chic, only to get a totally, a total opposite of what they saw online. So this is how I felt on this particular day, because tell me why that place looked so nice, on social media, with the floating bridges, with the walking, was it paths? I don't know what they call them, but there were so gorgeous places there. So we have to swerve. Actually, we have to get off the main road. This is a rough road. The one now heading to this particular location is called Mida Creek in Watamu. Oh my God, it was so rough, turbulent, and harsh. But that was not actually the problem. The problem was when we got at the entrance, it was totally different. The water was just near the entrance, and the place looked deserted. So we had to take a U-turn, oh my God, and replan for the day. Thank God it was early in the morning, so we still had time to make another choice. But this really, oh my God, I'll never trust something I've seen online unless I get someone's experience on the same. So yeah, that was Mida Creek for you. We didn't have a chance, oh my God. So we decided and went somewhere else. Bye guys, I'll explain what we did.